Buonasera, cari amici, my friends. Good evening and welcome to my home. Before we begin, please grant me some liberties. First, I will be reading today from my masterpiece, The Prince. I will be reading from our playwright's little work, Bread and Circuses. He's a 4-time best gloating author. I'm a bit of an author-playwright myself, but this afternoon, Ruli has seen fit to present his own work. Meh. Anyways, back to me. Through the magic of the stage, you are hearing me in English. It works, I suppose. Anyway, the rest of the production today will be in English, but please, bend your disbelief a titch and imagine it in Italian. Latin in some places. Oh, I know some people will say that Latin is a dead language. Well, our playwright would beg to differ and would challenge any who would hold such a Philistine position to a duel with quill pens at 3 paces. And speaking of quill pens, please silence your electronic cozy. If any of you feel the need to return to the 21st century, you may do so through the door to my right. 1 floor down, we have flushable privies for your relief. And fear not, there shall be a 15-minute intermezzo, during which libations and spuntoni, or snacks, shall be made available for purchase for just a few lire. Grazie. Now, step back with me to the beginning of the 16th century. It was a time for strong leaders, men and women with the knowledge to manage the church, the state, the public, serving God and his people with open arms, and one hand searching for an open pocket. I am Niccolo Machiavelli. It is time. Let us begin.
Master, la Signora Lucretia Borgia.
Oh.
Niccolo, I am so glad to have found you home. That Giuliano? He is simply a monster.
Lucretia, what is the matter? Your head. That's not from Giuliano, is it?
It is paint, my dear. Red paint.
Oh.
That is all it is. Come here.
Mwah, mwah.
Thank you.
Oh, Lucretia.
Niccolo, I ran into a friend this morning.
You ran into, or your dagger ran into him?
Funny man, can't prove a thing. Have your servant bring me a cappuccino.
Yes.
Your servant looks familiar.
He has that kind of a face, I suppose. Oh, sit. Can I offer you something to eat as well? You look thin.
Oh, I could not eat a thing. Giuliano, that monster, is insufferable.
What has he done now?
To begin with...
Oh, first, before you say that, tell me how Cesare is doing.
Cesare? I did not come here to talk about my brother. I came here to...
Oh, please, Lucretia, I'm just being curious. It has been quite a while since I have seen him.
Well, he is not quite as well as we had hoped. Father being so ill, it adds to Cesare's strain. He might not be up to it.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure that you are, my dear.
I do what I must to secure the rights of the family.
Your father is still quite strong.
He would not live forever.
None of us will. Life has that annoying terminal quality about it.
My family will survive. I will see to it.
Of that I have no doubt. And I am sure that Giovanni will have something to say about that as well. Oh, have some amaretto with your cappuccino. It will warm you.
Ooh, that pig! Chomping at the bit for father's death.
Which is why you have come to see me?
It will be a disaster if you do not help me.
I have been out of favor in Rome the whole of your father's reign, and he will not be pope forever. Why should I help you?
Giuliano despises you and mistrusts you.
He despises and mistrusts most.
Help me.
What, you want to become pope?
Not I, fool. Cesare.
Cesare? Oh, that is not like you.
No, it is not at all. I am practical.
Perhaps. Cesare does look good in a dress.
What?
I mean, he might look good in a dress, because I have never, ever seen him wearing it. Despite what your father suspects.
Indeed, be that as it may, he shall follow our father on the throne of St. Peter. I just need you to keep that beast Giuliano from blocking me. Cesare. He is exhausting, and I am just trained.
Shall I fill you up, my lady?
I beg your pardon?
More cappuccino, signora?
Oh, of course.
Bruno, leave us. Take away that cappuccino.
Leave the amaretto. Why are you giving this to me?
So, Cesare Borgia on St. Peter's chair,
Would 3 Borgia popes be too many for you to stomach?
I should be done with dynasties on thrones. Nepo babies, all of them. My God, how many nephews and uncles, fathers and sons and daughters, grandfathers and grandsons, mothers, fathers, brothers and sisters can a people stomach? Incestuous idiots, all of them. Present company excluded, of course. And anyway, do not look for my influence on this matter. I am persona non grata in those circles. I'm an outcast. Just leave me here to my villa and to my writing.
It is not your influence that I am after.
Well, what then?
Are we alone?
Yes, quite alone.
Okay.
No, not quite alone. For the love of... Bruno! Bruno, the door! It is so difficult to get good health these days.
Buongiorno, Signor Machiavelli. Good morning. Good morning.
Buongiorno, Signora Malfeasance. Come in. Come in. Signora Vittorio Malfeasance, may I introduce Lucretia?
La bella donna. My beautiful Lucretia Borgia. What a lovely coincidence.
I am sure it is. For you. Signore Machiavelli, thank you for your time. And, the cappuccino.
But you mustn't leave on my account.
Oh, but I must. Bye-bye.
But you mustn't. You will be most interested in what I have to say. Please, my delicate signora, sit.
Please, Signora, sit.
Grazie. But first, I found this in the brush, just off the square nearby. Or am I mistaken as to its owner? Could it be Cesare's?
Cesare, please. He would have no idea where to stick it.
Bruno! Madonna! Che fa il buffone? Where is that sloth?
That looks good.
It is great.
Now, your news, sir. What is your news?
Yes. The news. Well, you both know Giuliano della Rovere in his coveting of our beloved Pope Alexander VI's crown.
It is no new news, no novelty.
No, perhaps not noteworthy new news. But, dearest friends, what is novel is that he is amassing troops in Genoa and outspending your brother, lovely Lucretia, 2-1 in advertising and bribery of the cardinals in the most likely imminent election of a new pope. With your father's frailty a known fact, at least in the rumor mills.
And why are you telling this to Signora Borgia? I mean, you are a known thwarter of everyone's designs. And your duplicity is not unknown to her, to me, to Cesare,
Please,
Giuliano.
please, Signor, you flatter me with your tongue, which can be just as sharp as your pen and her dagger. Let us just say, Lucretia, I have come to make you an offer. You and your brother.
I am waiting.
But are you listening?
I am.
Let Giuliano della Rovere be elected pope.
What?
Are you insane? Father would never approve of that.
He has no say whatsoever, and when it is most urgent, he will, shall I say, be occupied by other matters of a very eternal nature. In another place.
Cesare will not stand for it.
Cesare will not live long enough into his reign. If he did win, he is too sickly.
I will be at his side. We need strong leadership. The borders of the papal states are being threatened from the north and the south. The heathen Moors have only been recently expelled from my beautiful Spain, and yet their pagan hand stains the holy sites of Jerusalem.
The so-called heathen Moors call us infidels and would sooner lop off our heads as to look at us. They lie to your face through wide smiles, as you lie to each other with daggers tucked into your corsets and pantaloons.
How dare you compare me to those animals? We must be strengthened in order to rout them.
Curious how you all seem to think that to be strengthened means only you can deliver on security.
Do you think Giuliano is better equipped than my family in these matters?
I do not think he is better or worse than anyone else.
Then why would you try to help him? Thwarting our plans to secure the rights to Cesare to succeed father.
Do not be ridiculous. No one of you is more equipped than the other. In fact, you are all equally ill-equipped. Giuliano has his sword. Niccolo here has his pen. The de Medicis and Borgias have their money. What else is there? Personality, gravitas, a smile, perfect hair. I wait for the day when that will matter in leadership.
It'll never happen.
The only thing you have going for you is a name, and even that is suspect. Those Italians in the Curia will not stomach another Spaniard on the papal throne. Sweet Mother Mary, enough paella! Let the pasta flow again in the hallowed halls of Christ. We'd be better off casting lots to see who succeeds your foe.
Okay, now you are being ridiculous.
Am I, Signor Machiavelli? Because that was the method the 11 apostles used to choose Judas' successor after he hanged himself. Would that not be appropriate? Yes, I think I shall suggest that. We cast lots when the time comes. To replace our own Iscariot!
Sir, that is wholly inappropriate. You know what? I think you need to leave my home.
Oh, not on my account, Nikki. I can certainly hold my own against such tantrums. Say what you like about my family, but I know what is best for the church. Cesare will be fortified in the task that is given to him. God will see to it. Cesare shall live faithfully for however long he is given on this earth. That is up to the Lord's judgment.
The Lord. Curious how you all seem to think that divine right keeps the inbred, incestuous, feeble-minded on thrones, while divine will extends a helping hand to war, colonization, and slavery. Our fathers in Rome not so long ago put it into place. Claudius, Caligula, Nero. Would you like to place a wager on Le Familia de Medici and Borgia as well? So let us just say we can always find time to placate the Almighty.
Blasphemy!
Oh, please, Lucretia, cool that Iberian blood. Leave the Inquisition on your own peninsula. Blasphemy is for believers to lash out, strike against, and kill each other over. I, as an atheist, am incapable of such childish activities.
Heathen.
That is better. But it still implies the epistem...
What are you trying to say?
Epistemological?
Yes. The epistemological superiority of your views over mine.
Huh?
Okay, let me rephrase.
Oh, you are so unbearable.
That, Lady Borgia, is correct.
You know what? I think you should leave.
You will not hear me out.
I think we've heard enough.
Very well. I shall save it for another day.
We must act quickly. Giuliano can have his troops in Rome in short order by sea.
I can leave for Rome tonight. I shall send word to Cesare in Capri.
Whoa! Capri?
Yes, it is an island off the Amalfi coast.
Yes, I know where and what Capri is.
Well then,
Why is he there?
he is recouping.
Huh. Recovering from whom?
Recouping from a bad spell. There we go.
More like falling under some boy's spell, I guess.
He is with the Spanish delegation.
Still, Cesare in Capri? It does not look good.
I suppose we could say he has been recalled to Rome by father to run some errand for the Turks. That sounds important.
Good. I can be in Rome in 4 days.
Good. This is God's will, and I, his vicar on earth, deign to carry...
Hold on, my dear. You're going too fast.
Oh, Cesare, we have not the time to juggle with your flourishes and dainty styles.
You want it to be authentic, do you not? I have Father's script down perfectly. Now leave me to the duplication, or none of this will work.
Just sign it. It is as done as it needs to be.
Alexander Sextus. Sex. Funny, isn't it?
If I were 12 years old, yes, hysterical. Now, hurry up and seal it. We need to deposit it with Father's other papers. Cesare, the door. It has to be Nikki.
Whoa, no, it's not.
Then who is it? Tell whomever it is we cannot see anyone.
But I can see you from here. The view is breathtaking.
Giuliano, why are you here? Cesare, finish the task and come right back. I fear the family fortunes may be threatened at any moment. The barbarian is at the gate.
Oh, Lucretia, do not be so dramatic, please. I am here as a friend.
Huh, we are not friends.
I did not say your friend. I am here as a favor to one of my friends. Let us just say that it is to your benefit as well that I have come.
And why would you be so interested in anything that is for my benefit?
Perhaps I misspoke. It is for the benefit of our Holy Father.
Why would you be so interested in my father's benefit?
Lucretia! Oh my God, I'm shocked. Whatever differences we have, I leave them at the altar and embrace our beloved Pope, Alexander VI. May God bless him and grant him his eternal reward. Quickly.
Get on with it. Your paper piety is getting tiresome.
I'm glad you broached the subject. That paper Cesare took away, it is from your father?
That is church business and none of yours.
I am a cardinal of the church. Of course it is my business.
It has to do with our father's last will and testament.
His last testament to do your will, I am sure.
Get on with the reason for this intrusion.
Very well. You know that I will find out the contents of that document.
I know that you will try. Now, why are you here?
I understand Signor Machiavelli has arrived here in Rome. I have been told that you were at his home in Florence earlier in the week. You and he received a visit from Vittorio Malfeasance during that time.
Your spies do you great service.
Spies? I prefer to see them as friends. Very loyal friends that would do anything.
Whom you pay very well for certain information?
When it suits me, yes. What did Malfeasance want?
I would have thought your friends would have found out.
They did not.
And you are not going to find out from me.
Cesare,
What?
your sister seems to be keeping something from me.
Do not look at me. I know nothing.
True. True. You know, Lucretia, you cannot trust Malfeasance.
Well, coming from you, it seems that I should trust him.
You will do that at your own peril.
And I will take that risk. Now, please leave or I will have the Swiss guards escort you out. At Spear Point.
Very well. I will come back when you are a little more disposed to listen. I just hope it is not too late.
Excuse me. Adios, Cardinal Dello Rovere.
Ciao.
What do you think he wants?
Digging for information, no doubt. Looking for a weak spot, as always. Is the letter secure?
Perfectly.
Did father see you?
Not at all.
Good. Now we wait.
What?
For oh, goodness. I have to mother you all the time. Oh. Where have you been?
Well, I saw Giuliano leaving, and I did not want him to see me. Why was he here?
To get information, of course.
To which you responded,
I gave nothing away.
"Oh, a first." Never mind. We need to make sure that Giuliano is on the defensive, and we need to keep an eye on that Malfeasance.
My only concern is Giuliano.
Giuliano is predictable. Malfeasance is loose. Be more concerned about what he's doing.
Lucretia, we need to tell him about the letter.
Cesare! It is a document from father. Just a little insurance for Giuliano's cooperation after father's eventual passing.
When did your father compose this?
Well,
Oh, we had just finished it when Giuliano walked in. Rather close call, you might say.
Cesare! Shut up!
Wow, a forgery! Well, Lucretia, I'm surprised and impressed and turned on. What did this letter contain?
As I said, it is only to be used if Giuliano refuses to concede the papacy to Cesare. Father bequeaths the throne to Cesare.
Well, he cannot do that.
I mean,
He did not. We did.
What I mean is that the practice is illegitimate. Naming one's successor was banned more than 500 years ago.
It is to be enforced with the spear.
Oh, well, who could argue the point?
And it would make any thought of Giuliano as Pope unthinkable to the other cardinals.
Well, how so?
It contains simply the observation that Giuliano has kept company with quite undesirables.
Such as?
Such as heretics, and sodomites, and Byzantines, Moors, and whores, and witches.
Witches were my idea.
Yeah, the witches might be a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I could strike out the witches.
Yes, strike out the witches.
You should do that now.
Cesare, go get the letter. Oh my goodness. It is in Father's room. You just put it there. Oh. Make sure you are not seen.
Let me see.
Where did I put it? Woo! Perfecto!
So, Cesare has hidden this letter in your father's room.
Of course.
Well, that will be the first place that anyone would look for it. Let me have it. I'll keep it safe with me while I'm here in Rome.
You?
Don't you trust me?
Of course not. I need your help. I never said that I trusted you. Besides, you were in bed with half that de Medici clan.
Well, you have never invited me to bed. But never mind. You need my help. Let me have the letter for safekeeping, and then place a counterfeit document in its place.
Oh, all right. Where will you keep it?
Oh, I'm staying with Contessina de Medici and her brother Giovanni.
Oh, Santa Maria! You are staying in that snake pit. Absolutely not. That letter will not be kept there.
But there's no safer place. Giuliano would never search the villa of another cardinal.
De Medici cardinal. Do not forget.
Bah, de Medici, Mussolini, Berlusconi, Heracini, Feloni Tromboni,
What?
Rigatoni, Fettuccini, Itsy Bitsy, Teeny Weeny, Yellow Polka Dot Bikini. Be sensible. They're all wet in the noodle. Come on.
Fine. Oh, Cesare. Good. Finish the editing and give it to Nikki.
Now, write another letter.
A fake.
Yes, a fake of a forgery. Now, hurry up and put it back in your father's room.
But what should it say?
Oh, yes, right, okay. Let's see. What should it say? Oh, okay, I got it. It should read, quote, I, Alexander the Sixth, Vicar of Christ, Apostle of Apostles, first among equals,
Nikki, hurry up.
Oh, sorry, right,
Have a
okay. I hereby appoint as my successor that paragon of literature, author extraordinaire, the people's poet.
Nikki.
Sorry. Okay. I hereby appoint Niccolo Machiavelli my successor upon my death.
What?
Wait, what?
No fear. This is just a precaution. You know, to keep Giuliano in check. What? You still don't trust me?
I never have. Besides, you are not even a cleric.
Well, that's easy enough to remedy. I can be ordained a subdeacon, a deacon, a priest in one day, and then a bishop the next. I have enough in my coffers that I can buy a cardinal's hat. And then presto, the election to the Holy See is mine.
And you would give it up, just like that, for Cesare?
Well, be reasonable. If this does not happen, Cesare will not stand a chance against Giuliano. But if I am placed on the throne, well, that will quell all chances of a rebellion. After a few months, I shall step down, which will allow you, Cesare, to take his rightful place.
Well,
Lucretia, dear, I, Alexander, V.I. What was next?
go on. Just go on. Oh.
Perfetto!
You there. You. You are Signor Machiavelli's man?
Since my boyhood, Eminentia.
You are very faithful, I am told. Please rise.
I was born to serve, Eminentia.
Do you know what is going on in there?
I only occupy myself with my master's orders. I probe no further, Eminentia.
This will help probe, I hope.
What do you require?
There is a letter that is in His Holiness's bedchamber.
His Holiness's?
Themselves? No, it's His Holiness.
You want me to steal from the Pope?
Fear not. He shall not be Pope for long, poor fellow. And it is not stealing. You would be exchanging that letter with this one. I hear he sleeps most of the day and through the night. You will be undetected.
Yes. All right. I shall do it.
Not yet. Payment upon the deposit of this letter and my receipt of the other. Tomorrow, this time, my villa.
Bruno! Bruno! Where have you been?
Right here, Master.
Well, never mind. I have some business to attend to across town. I want you to return to the villa. Tell Contessina de' Medici that I shall arrive shortly.
You there. Boy. Over here. Vinequa. Coming. You have been very busy. Shh. Let me speak. You just listen. I need your help. I will make it worth your while. More so than your master or either of those pretenders to the throne can do for you. Now, what was it with which His Eminence has charged you? Shh! Keep your voice down. Tell me, and it is yours. And more too, if it pleases me. Very good. Now, do exactly as I say. Give me the letter. That is a down payment. I need you to get out of Rome for several days. I shall send word when you can return. No, I don't have to tell you what's going on. Just Give me the apron. Idiota! You will know when to return. And there will be plenty more where that came from. Vi. Vi. That means go.
The letter is in place.
Now what?
You attend to father throughout the night.
Sleep next to him?
The bed is big enough for a brigade of Swiss guards.
Promises, promises.
What?
I said I shall lightly sleep, vigilant over our father's person and property. Good night.
Good night. Wake me if anything isn't as it should be.
Who goes there?
It is I, sir. Bruno. Begging your pardon for this rather unpleasant intrusion.
Bruno. Oh yes, well I would hardly call this unpleasant. What are you doing here?
You see what I mean? On my master's orders, he has simply felt horrible about the condition of your father, you see, and he's charged me. He's charged me with lighting this votive candle for the health of our dear Alexander Sextus.
Sex.
Anyways, I bequeath you the flame of the blessed Santa Flamina, for the peaceful slumber of your dear father into eternity.
That is very kind of Master Machiavelli. Please extend our gratitude. That is to say, if you must go right now, I mean, I see no reason why you should hurry off. It's still early. I was just about to have myself a little drink. You may as well join me.
Well, I should not tarry. My master gets very impatient with me when I am late. He will beat me.
Oh, well, I would love to see that. We cannot have that. You could just tell your master you were, I don't know, detained here.
We both know my master. He would never believe me. I must go.
Well, in any case, you come and see me after dear father.
I shall. Upon my honor, I shall. I wait for the day.
Contessina, my dear, the plan is flawless. His Holiness passes into eternity, and your brother Giovanni sits upon the throne.
But I thought you said your letter states that you will become Pope.
Oh, of course. That's just a temporary accommodation to necessity. It solves the Borgias and buys time for your brother to strengthen his position.
Giovanni does not need time to strengthen anything. He is ready at a moment's notice. Please keep that in mind.
Why, Tessina, how could I ever forget?
Because you've already pledged the throne to Cesare Borgia.
Bah, that's a mere formality. A red herring, if you will. You see, it's false bait. And those animals, they're gonna lunge for it, because that's all they have. Bruno, where have you been?
Deepest regrets, Master. I was detained by other errands.
Other errands?
Of a personal nature, Master.
Never mind. All we need to do now is wait.
For what?
For the first of next week. The debate. Everything now is up to the cardinals.
What about Vox Populi?
Vox Populi?
Exactly. Does it not matter what the people want?
The people will want what we tell them to want. I'm gonna go to bed. You have a good night. Doesn't it matter what the people want? That's a good one.
Good night.
A little onset, gentle Contessina.
Bruno, don't be so Vittorio?
Surprised?
Someone is going to hear you.
Unlikely. Your brother is quite the sound sleeper. I have seen him in meetings.
Okay, and Nicolo?
Nose in a book. His own, most likely. Just until he drops off to sleep. Which, having read his work, should be instantaneous. Now, where were we?
No.
Contessina. Why are you fighting it? Do you not remember what we used to have?
Oh, I remember your incessant attempts to bed me.
You make it sound so unseemly.
It was.
And now?
Still.
But it does not have to be. I really am quite the gentleman, if you allow me the pleasure of showing you.
Okay, your pleasure and my shame.
That is up to interpretation.
Okay, you are up to something.
Hear me out before you judge me. Though judgment does seem to be a de Medici first
But
impulse.
insulting my family does not endear you to me, so explain yourself. Well, Vittorio?
What is it you want? You and your family, that is. Well, Contessina?
Security.
Security for La Familia de Medici.
We are not as strong as people think we are, nor as much as my brother wishes.
I did not consider that. This could be advantageous for both of us. First, Lucretia and Cesare, then Giuliano, and now you too.
Me too, what?
I'm amazed at the lack of self-confidence in all of you.
It is humility.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
You know what? You see things as you wish to see them.
I see things as they are, dead on. And what does Cardinal Giovanni desire?
I cannot speak for my brother.
Perfect.
How so?
let us get back to the original question and your answer. I can help you get the security that eludes you and your family. You must trust me.
Sorry. Trust you.
It is your choice.
Choice. The choice is between the murderous Borgias, the warmongering Giuliano, or my brother.
Do you honestly think those are the choices?
Do not be a simpleton. Who else could it be?
One may think there is a choice among two evils, but there is no choice among evils. One side enriches itself while the others wait.
We are talking about my family, not the Borgias or Giuliano or anyone.
Borgia, de Medici, della Rovere, Trump, Harris. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Spaniard or Italian. There is no difference. Let me explain. Churchmen and men of state, and women of state. It is all buffoonery, and they the buffoons. Unfortunately, it has reached dangerous levels. You all have daggers, and are at different points of jabbing and thrusting each other. And the people, they are like pin cushions. Just keep sticking it to them. There is always room for more.
We want different things.
You all want the same thing. You want power. Money and flesh, to be sure, but at the root of it all, you want power. Christian, Jew, Moor, environmentalist, corporate lobbyist. You all want power. You'll use God, or Allah, or Jehovah, or whomever to take power and keep it. You promise heavenly reward, security, family values, clean water, clean air, and 10,000 virgins to bait the ignorant to go out and fight for you. They return from their crusades, their jihads, their pogroms.
It's pronounced pogrom.
Settled in new homelands after kicking others out. Bloodied and wrapped in your flags and slogans, you are all the same. Sniping, conniving, spending, outspending, accusing, proving, disproving, judging, condemning, and executing. All of you appreciate the value of ignorant masses being kept in mass ignorance.
And what about you?
I want to take power away from the likes of you.
Chaos will ensue.
You people call chaos anything you cannot control. You fear a world not dominated by your shell game. One day you are here, the next one you are gone. One day, oh look, a Borgia. Oh, the next, a de Medici. Woo, that was close. One day, a bush burns bright. The next, Madam Liberty is blowing a bill under the desk. And then, bombs again happen. And then, the encore. Oh, the hilarity when you are all trumped. Just biding our time until someone else is crowned. Blessed with divine immunity to act with diabolical impunity. You have convinced the people that they can never be safe enough, and they devour everything you say. They suckle at the tits of any political party that lets a drop of their abundance drip onto their tongues. This is what you count on. You tell them all they need to be safe are more weapons to keep the peace, more walls to keep people out or to keep you in, more promises of wealth through taxation to keep them believing in your abilities. And you have all brought us to this hellish precipice over which we now hang. Signor Machiavelli and the vermin feeding off the feces of the powerful. They write and they speculate and they gesticulate and they flap on and on about one or another of you like there were real alternatives, when really they are just different cheeks of the same ass!
Well, Vittorio, I can see that you're having one of your little fits of lunacy.
Not lunacy. I am the only clear-headed thing in this world.
Okay, yeah, nope. I wouldn't say that.
You are beginning to see it. Centuries of divinely sanctioned conniving. You're tired of the squabbling, the intrigue.
Contessina! Are you still awake, my dear lady? You must be exhausted. Bruno, escort the signora to bed. Gladly.
Niccolo, a word. Quick word with you, please.
But good lady, the air is getting most disagreeable. I think it would be better for your health if you did not speak any further and retired as my master has advised.
Thank you, Bruno. Yes, of course. Niccolo, it can wait. Thank you, Bruno. I can manage from here. Good night.
No time. Bruno, call a carriage for me.
The Borgias, I assume?
Yes. There's no time to dawdle, and I need to make sure that half-wit Cesare hasn't fouled everything up. And I need to make sure that hateful malfeasance keeps his distance.
Niccolo, please do not go just yet.
Why not?
I need to tell you something. It is most urgent.
Oh. All right. Now, what is it?
Well,
you can tell me.
Okay, you see, if you mustn't go, then you must. Give Lucretia my best. Tell her we have got to go shopping soon. There is a sale on shoes at Farnese's next week.
What? But you just said
I
that you
said that you must not be late. They are waiting. Bruno, the carriage.
Outside.
But you just said...
Right this way.
But...
You are certainly not as smooth as you think.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You were going to expose me, were you not?
No! Never.
Never.
Never ever.
Never, ever, and always. Contessina, you still think you could have it both ways. Your family in power, keeping its power, and you getting the peace of mind of the world you really crave. And that it would not cost you a thing.
Okay, I am married.
Yes, do not remind me. Well, how is our dear Piero?
Oh, he is quite well and strong.
And away.
Not as far as you think.
In Spain. And I know he is on a most difficult and dangerous mission for His Holiness.
Nothing could be further from reality. He returns shortly, so, I'm afraid that your wishful thinking has just gotten the better of your judgment.
Not quick enough to help in any real way. My better judgment tells me that a simple whisper to the court and, well...
My dear Piero has a spotless record of loyalty to His Holiness. Ferdinand and Isabella would listen to no shouts of treachery.
I did not say shouts. I said whispers. Very soft, very subtle, and very convincing.
You would never.
Contessina, I would ever and always do what needed to be done for myself and the world.
But why?
I've already told you. You are so exhausting to end this madness into which you, the powerful, have plunged the world for centuries.
You are demented.
Let's see, if I am demented and I'm living in this insane world, then that would make me sane, right?
You are a monster.
I, the monster? No, you are the monster. Keeping the people in ignorance and in fear of their own shadows. Keeping them at war with each other over petty nationalistic squabbles that reach worldwide levels of dead and wounded. Marrying for intrigue and political expediency. Bearing children to further germinate your poison seed into the future. Blessed by your gods. I am the one trying to slay the dragon, as it were. To really make war, to end it. To end the days of infamy, the plague that scourges the globe and will continue to plague us until the antidote is supplied. I have the vaccine.
Yeah, demented.
Condemnation from faith.
Oh my God, you're gonna keep on
The bride of Christ. The church, blah, blah, blah. All decked out in white. A white dress stained red with hypocrisy. God fails to act in a timely manner, therefore you must act. To Spain and the burning stake with me. To Jerusalem to reclaim the promised land. To Constantinople to lop off my head with the Sultan's saber. Cancel me in the media with Machiavelli's pen. I really am a simple man with few wants and desires.
Okay, what could possibly be your desires?
Thank you for asking. I want power for the sake of crushing kings, queens, and popes. I would use intrigue to destroy those full of guile. I would use sex to wither the flower of your children, destined to replace you. I would offer wine to those intoxicated by self-importance, food to burst the bellies of the idle rich, water to sweep away those baptized in self-righteousness, and a sword to cut off the caliph's command.
Okay, and what about the powerless, the voiceless? What about the innocent, the pure? How about those who are not yet born, or the starving, or the thirsty? You seek to destroy anything that does not suit you.
Those beatitudes, O faithful Contessina, are for you after the fall. Build a world however you want to afterwards, but do not build this one because I will destroy it again. You have had chance after chance after chance to make this world better. How many empires need to fall? How many plagues need to sweep across continents? And yes, I will do anything in my power to destroy what does not suit me. I am a man disgusted and dissatisfied with the ancient Roman god named status quo. I hate him. Ray Bradbury will excuse that slight plagiarism.
You are a contrarian who cannot stomach the happiness of others.
Let us not forget who initiated the breakup of our party of two. I was quite content to be at your beck and call, shall we say, when your husband sailed off on one or another embassy or this or that peace mission. But I was quite resigned to let him have the ripest of fruits when he would dock his ship in your port each time upon his...
Get out!
Very well. But I will give you a taste of what is to come, charlatan. This is a letter that will be made public very soon. And remember, all I have to do is send word to the Spanish court, and your dear Piero will burn. Ciao, Bella.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see after the show, I guess.
What's the holdup?
I don't understand what's happening here. This is so unprofessional.
Anyone know where she is?
Get us started.
Oh. Okay.
Let me apologize to our audience for the extreme lateness of the commencement of our debate. Traffic being what it is, what with all the cardinals and candidates' entourages, there was quite the traffic jam on the Milvian Bridge and Tiber River Drive. But you all, dear cardinals of the church, are worth these petty inconveniences that the people must endure for your grandiosity. So, without further delay, I welcome our papal candidates to this evening's debate. A very warm welcome to all your MCs, eminent keys,
Eminences.
eminences. Dear cardinals of the Holy Curia, I am Regina Caeli, moderator for tonight's debate. Because of the nature of things, His Holiness Pope Alexander VI still being alive and whatnot, we will not be voting after the debate. Because, well, it just would not be right, His Holiness still being alive and all. To begin, I will introduce the candidates and then follow with questions for each of them and then allow time for their answers. First, we have Cesare Borgia, son of our beloved Alexander VI. Next to him, we have His Eminence.
Fantastic.
Cardinal Giuliano della Rovere.
Della Rove.
Della Rovere. And finally, we have an empty podium. Where is Cardinal de' Medici?
Suora Caeli, my brother has been unavoidably detained with choral business.
Huh. What is her name?
Oh, Signora Borgia must be mistaking my brother for her own.
Alrighty then. What is his name?
Lucretia.
What? Do you think I am going to sit back and let that shrew worm her brother's fat ass onto my father's throne?
My brother's ass can get wormed onto whatever throne that he wants.
You ladies, please.
Suora Caeli, I'm merely explaining the reason for the Cardinal's absence this evening.
Yes, thank you, Signora de' Medici. Your brother's absence is recorded, and it will not hurt his chances in the election. Of course, this is just speculation, with His Holiness still being alive and all. You may stand in for him. Am I correct, Cardinals? Let us begin. Now, Cesare nepotism and outright corruption, cover-ups, and bribery rife in the Springfield legislature, Chicago City Council, and God, the suburbs of Cook County. Do not get me started on those damn 75-year parking meter leases. Is there no religious exception?
Hello.
Excuse me, Sora, but that's a page from a different script.
Oh. Could we get a playwright without so many political issues?
No.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Okay, let's get back to things. Cesare Borgia, let me ask you again. The cover-ups, the bribery, the nepotism, blah, blah, blah. What do you have to say?
That is a shameful question and does not warrant a response. I got you. My brother is not on trial here. There is no proof for which you level against him. This is just simply another example of media bias that does not fit the dignity of journalism. It is a witch hunt.
We struck out the witches.
Whatever.
Oh, I think the question is quite fair. I know that as a member of the Gudia, it would be most interesting to hear an answer. Cesare, what have you to say?
My brother is not answerable to you.
I should say he is. I am a cardinal.
A cardinal jackass.
Blood-stained harlot.
Ugh.
Let us just hear from the man who was in charge of... Oh, wait, no. We cannot do that because he is dead.
Oh, Cardinal de la Rovere. Senora Borgia, please, could we stay on topic?
I would love to stay on topic, Suadacelli, but it seems Signora Borgia prefers a little role reversal. She seems to be better suited to mount more than a papal campaign for her brother.
That is about enough. I will not stand here and be slandered by the likes of you.
The evidences.
Fantastic, John.
Cardinal de la Rovere, what do you plan to do about the Moorish influence in Spain now that the occupation has been ended, the Turkish encroachments into southeastern Europe, and criticism of the practice of selling indulgences to finance Roman building projects?
Let me just say this. The Moors and Turks have free reign on Christian land because we have allowed them to. Under my guidance, we would launch a new crusade to push them out of Greece and Constantinople and wipe their bloody hands from Spain and North Africa, keeping them out permanently with a wall that would run the length of both countries.
Do you propose to finance such projects?
I have concepts of a plan in mind that would fund these and other enterprises, along with programmatic reorganization that would allow for the incremental adjustments in the budgets, while at the same time garnering the necessary support from the people. God's will be done.
Amen.
Senora de Medici, what does your brother plan to do to meet the needs of the poor in Rome? And on that same note, what does he plan to do about the claims made by Florentine bankers regarding the necessity of continuing the simoniacal practices of buying and selling church offices and sacraments?
Well, let's be realistic. If we want the poor to be fed, housed, and clothed, we need money to accomplish this. The so-called seminiacal practices must continue.
Cesare Borgia? Do you have a response?
A response? That is a typical answer from a de Medici, neck deep in gold, belt from the poor.
You can't prove that. Let's just take a look at the numbers of the poor and homeless in Rome during the present administration.
Again? Hello? Hello?
Oh, dear. It seems we've jumped to some urgency. I've just been handed a note from the papal gentleman, and it reads, His Holiness
Not to worry, my revered cardinals. I have somewhere in here. A letter from my beloved, most recently deceased father.
Strange. I too have a letter.
How did you get one?
I have a letter as well.
I as well have a letter.
Ass. Oh.
This is just delicious! Please, Swaraceli, can we have the letters read? I would love to hear them.
Who are you to demand? Satan.
Regine, please, can we move to the reading of the documents? Their eminences and the cardinals really should hear the wishes of our late father as to his successor.
Well, this is highly unusual, but we need to keep moving.
To keep going.
Let us have them then. Who will read first?
Cesare shall read father's last will and testament first. Cesare, get up here. Oh, God. Cesare, just leave it.
Just leave them.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, no.
Cesare, it's fine.
We can pick
It's
them up
fine.
later.
It's fine. It's fine. Leave him alone.
Clearly has leadership written all over.
Yes, he does. Leave him alone.
Sorry about
There's one over here, Cesare.
Give me your toys, Cesare. Cesare, give me your toys.
Buffoon with a capital.
Do not talk to my brother that way. Cesare, give me your toys and get to reading this letter now.
Just go
Give
and
it
read
to
the
me.
letter.
Thank you. Read the letter.
It is my last desire, dying as I do, in sound mind. My successor shall be Vittorio Malfeasance.
What?
Wait, what?
Cesare, you idiot! What are you reading?
It's my handwriting. Father's handwriting. I read exactly what was written.
Impossible.
Oh, not so, sweet Lucretia. Let us hear from someone else then, shall we?
Cardinal della Rovere, please read.
Certainly. What a ludicrous connivance that was. Here it is. It is my last desire, dying as I do, in sound mind, my successor shall be Vittorio Malfeasance? This is impossible. Boom!
Now who's the ludicrous conniver?
Oh, hers says the same thing.
And yours, Signor Machiavelli, what does it say?
Oh. I have a feeling I need not check.
But do, please do read it.
Swaraceli, and in light of these new developments, I suggest an immediate vote by the Curia.
Absolutely not.
Ridiculous.
There is no other choice.
This is highly
No,
irregular.
you do not understand.
Usurper.
It must be this way. I have no choice. You have to trust me.
You have
Jeez, whore. What?
We have a microphone?
No. Shh. Again, here we go. All right. Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, eminences, I have just been told that this debate is over and the cardinals must cast their vote.
What?
Oh,
Are you
come on,
serious?
really?
It's in the script, we gotta follow it.
Oh, for God's
God, he
sake.
calls himself a playwright.
No one's
You're right.
ever gonna believe this.
Please.
Is anyone union here?
this play?
My most esteemed cardinals, we need your vote.
This is just shameful.
You will
What
never
is he
win.
gonna prove?
He doesn't even have the money to buy the votes.
Give us a minute to tally.
Yeah, okay.
decision. Tutorial malfeasance is our new pope.
Holy shit! You know, given the circumstances, I do not feel the need to stand on protocol. Who has bewitched you into this?
There is no witchcraft involved.
Stupidity, then.
You do not understand.
You are correct. Explain.
I cannot.
This is serious business.
Oh, I know very well that it is. Sweet Mother of God, has the knocker just disappeared?
You expect courtesy after your treachery?
And you, Machiavelli? What have you to say for yourself?
I do not owe you an explanation for anything. I'm just as shocked by this as all of you. I'm trying to get some answers from Contessina, but you seem to be obstructing the dialogue.
You know, for the first time, they are not obstructing anything. Cardinal della Rovere, there is no dialogue between Signor Machiavelli and myself. You interrupt. Only my peace.
There will be no peace with that heathen on Father's throne. Why did you do it?
This is my business, and it is no one else's.
Well, this just spoils everything. We had it all, Father had it all figured out.
Ugh.
Now we have to go back to Spain.
Oh, listen, you little prick.
You cannot speak to me like that.
I said little prince. Anyway, consider yourselves lucky to return to Spain. I shall have to return to the Gudia and deal with that pretender.
There must be a way out of this ridiculous situation.
There is no other way.
What does your brother have to say about this?
Well, he is not aware of the situation as it stands, and he won't be returning for quite some time.
Convenient.
Well, yes, this does save us from having to pay another actor, but that's the election is final. It's done. Now, please just leave me alone.
Gladly, very much alone.
I agree. Come, Cesare.
Now, where were we?
You were just about to leave as well.
Not before I get the answers for which I came.
Then you are going to be here a lot longer than I wish.
Now, there. That's better.
You are a monster.
No. You just think of me as a barber. And I have just begun to bleed you. Let's get all those bad humors out of you, huh? Expel the demon. Confess.
You want me to confess to you?
Don't forget, according to my plan, I was to have been a priest by now. I could have heard your confession. Of course, if all had gone according to my plan, there would have been no need for you to confess.
I have no need to confess. Confession confession of sin is to expunge an evil from the soul. And evil comes from a free choice of what is contrary to God. I was not free in my decision.
Ah, so we're making a little progress, I see. There was a decision then that you had to make.
Leave me alone.
I told you I would not. Tell me.
I cannot.
Tell me.
No, it is too dangerous.
I will protect you.
It is not I who will need protection. It is my dear Piero.
Oh, yes, your dear Piero. Now, what has Malfeasance said?
Malfeasance has said, he said that my dear Piero's life, that he would betray my dear Piero to the king and queen of Spain and,
No.
and see to it that, oh.
No, that's impossible. Not even he has those kinds of connections.
I'm not going to risk it. Do you see now? I am powerless. I had absolutely no choice.
You know, something I can't quite figure out, how he managed to switch out all of those different letters.
Well, he disguised himself as your servant.
Really? He did? But... Oh, wait a minute. It all makes sense now.
They look very similar.
I guess I never noticed.
He cannot know that I have told you anything. He will kill my dear Piero. I know it.
He will not find out, I promise. All will be fine.
My dear Piero will never be safe as long as Malfeasance is alive.
Exactly.
Dun, 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 dun.
Feels so adventurous.
We must make sure no one sees us. If Constantina knows we are here, she may tip off Malfeasance. We must take him by surprise if our plan is to succeed. Giuliano, do you have the daggers?
I brought mine. I assume you had quite a collection.
We have hours. We have hours. I wanted to make sure you had one.
Then why did you say daggers, as in plural? You implied more than one when you only told me to come armed, as in me myself.
And I.
Shut up, both of you. Now, let's get inside before he arrives. Cesare, did you pay off the servants?
Right, the kitchen door's open. We just go through to the sitting room.
Onward.
Onward.
Now, remember, it is absolutely crucial that you do not put this poison into his cup immediately. He is going to be expecting that. Wait a while. Let him get comfortable. Let him see you drinking. Let him relax and then drop his guard.
I can't believe that snake will be here drinking from our glasses.
His last drink.
Oh, it will not work. I will be too nervous. He is going to suspect something.
No, he will suspect nothing. Let fear for your dear Piero explain your nervousness.
And you will not be far.
Oh, I will be right behind this curtain.
How original.
Hey, shh!
Holiness, you bless my home with your presence.
Thank you, my daughter.
May I offer your holiness some wine?
Tuscan, I hope.
Yes, of course, right from our vineyards. Please sit.
Well,
Sorry, right here.
Before we drink, I just want to thank you for your very convincing display at the debate.
I was highly motivated to speak.
You have always been a very intelligent woman. I knew you would not disappoint.
So I must ask you, what will happen to me and to my dear Piero?
Not to worry, my dear. You have fulfilled your end of the arrangement.
And you?
I am a man of truth. What was that, my dear?
Oh, nothing. Just I'm a little gassy is all. You were saying?
Yeah, wait. What was I saying? It must have slipped away. I don't know. Aha! Treachery! Traitors! All of you! You too, brute!
Seriously.
Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Stealing from Shakespeare?
I don't know. It was in the script.
Shakespeare wasn't even alive at this time. Yeah.
Given our playwright, should we really be surprised?
Well, anyway, let's get back to it.
How about we skip the gore and have you dead?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good.
Front and center.
Well,
It is done.
Here, let me give him this, so it looks like a poisoning.
What, do you think that will work with all the stab wounds?
With this being an apparent assassination, there will be a commission set up. This will ensure that it would be seen as one man.
A single poisoner.
Yes.
Perfect.
Will it be credible?
The people will believe what we tell them. They trust us.
Even when we lie to them?
Especially then. Now hurry, we must get the body to the river.
okay.
Okay.
All right. One, two,
two,
three.
Good evening, signori and signore. Well, what a month this has been, let me tell you. After the death of Alexander VI and the frightening election of Vittorio Malfeasance, who assumed the name Pius III and who died under mysterious circumstances. Well, whatever. It's all over now, and we have a little stability after the contentious election of Giuliano della Rovere, our own Pope Julius II. Jesus, I'm just glad it's all over. Kidding.
Ah, dear children, it is so good to see you all. Thank you for acquiescing to God's will in my recent election.
God's acquiescing to your will, you mean?
However you would like to put it. Poor Cesare, you'll catch your death of a cold here in Rome at this time of year.
I have no idea how you managed all of this.
It is quite simple. Once we had an experience of that megalomaniac malfeasance, the Curia would take anyone that promised security, stability, normalcy.
And my family.
Dear Lucretia, the climate is much more vibrant for you in Spain. Rome can be suffocating.
And my brother.
Giovanni will have his turn.
Oh, hey. Don't spoil the whole history.
Shh, it's in the script.
Our Father who art in heaven, deliver us from this script, now in the hour of our death.
Amen.
Giovanni will have his turn. But for now, I have work to do. God bless you all. Pater, Filius, Spiritus Sanctos, etc., etc. We need some painting done around here. Bring in Master Buonarroti. Of course, Michelangelo. Who did you think? Da Vinci?
Fear not. That is a different play. You know, someday we may just realize that we need longer tables, not higher walls. And remember, leaders come and go. Walls are built and demolished. Borders are drawn and erased. Empires and republics rise and fall. But the people remain. Sometimes the worse for wear, but sometimes for the better. We seem to possess an incredible acumen for survival, in spite of the pretended leaders that we continually elect. And in spite of those who bungle their way onto thrones and executive offices and news feeds. And in spite of those lunatics who scale ladders and walls to change reality to fit their personal whim. And in spite of sycophants, the ass-kissers of the day, who wed themselves to megalomaniacs in order to ensure their own relevancy. And in spite of power brokers who throw their wealth around just to get their own way. And in spite of demagogues who build statues to fit their insatiable appetites in the eternal quest for power. But we, the people, must use our brains, our intellect, our reason, lest we lose all. Basta. Enough. The people will survive. We always do. Gods be praised for that. Thank you for coming this afternoon. Buonasera, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Come, Bruno!